Starting week 6 of the fall season, we're talking all things Princeton Vikings with AD Joe Roberts. Coach, how are we doing this morning?
Rob, it's been a great weekend. How are you?
I was prepping for your podcast and realized, oh boy, staff was busy this past weekend at Princeton High School.
Yeah, this place,
Oh my goodness.
it's like everywhere though. I mean, there's just not a day off. And I think that's just kind of commonplace. And in today's environment, and high schools in general just seem to always have a way to pick it up. But I mean, Princeton is the beautiful thing about Princeton is that we're able to do what we do and host what we can host. And Saturday was nothing short of, Temet Duckworth reminded me if we would have only been able to add a volleyball match, JV football game, and four soccer games, we would have been right on schedule. But it was a good weekend, good Saturday.
Yeah, because you had cross country, you had the Packer. I mean, it was
Yeah,
it was good.
and we hosted the city tennis tournament, girls tennis tournament. We were a site here for that. We had our cross country invite, and then 3 good days of the Packer water polo tournament. So,
Well, if you notice that we're talking fast this morning, it's because we have a fire drill that's scheduled to commence at 9:15, and we're going to try to get as much in before the fire drill. So let's talk. Princeton Invitational for cross country. How'd that go, Coach?
oh my gosh, it was unbelievable. Hats off to our coaches once again for just an extremely fantastic week and a fantastic event out at Landmark Christian Church. I'm going to go ahead and stretch the truth a little bit. I'm going to say there were about 1,100 runners between 7 and 12, but that may actually be kind of close. There were just a lot of people out there on that campus, and senior Declan McGrath, he really wanted to do some PRing, and Coach Cobb did a great job of trying to explain to him that you're not here to PR today. You're here to PR at the end of the season. And so it was hot. So that made it rough for a lot of the kids. However, the course was dry and you got some really good running in. So I really loved what we did. And of course, we celebrated our senior runners for both the boys and the girls cross country team. And it was fun to be a part of that and get to recognize them. We have one young lady on our team that she's only been running for 34 days. It's the first time she ever came out. And it's great to see that. And it's great to be a part of it. So shout out to all of our parents who help us with those events and spend time getting things ready, the team at the finish line with the water, and our sports medicine staff. They were unbelievable, and our security and the Glendale and Evendale police departments for supporting us, and the fire and EMS staff who are out there. And then, of course, the folks at Landmark Church are just so gracious and welcoming to us, allowing us to use that as a home course. The facility is fantastic. And so it was a great morning. It was a great day of cross country.
Well, congratulations to all of them, and thank you to all the people that supported and made it such a great event year in and year out. So congrats to them. Let's switch over to the gridiron. The 4-1 Princeton Vikings, 30-7 over Mason home game. Things are going well. That we did have some big turnovers that kept Mason in it a little longer than anticipated, I would say. But I think it was a good night for the Vikings, and sounds like we got away without any major injuries.
Well, and that's the key. We still Andre Parker's still out. I believe he's going to try to come back this week, but Tino Brown was able to get back Friday night, and we ran the football really, really well. I thought offensively it was kind of what we needed coming off of Lakota East, where there just wasn't a big spark.
Correct.
And so we needed a game like Friday night against Mason to kind of come out and get a little bit more intense. We know that there's a big star and this coming Friday at Hamilton that's circled multiple times on their calendar, just because that we played them in the playoffs last year, and we knocked them out and ended their season. And plus, it's just a huge GMC rivalry, and they're bouncing back. And so there's a lot of us sitting at 4-1 right now, us West and Middletown. But this will be a great night for us to kind of get things going in the direction that it needs to go and try to finish it out strong.
Yeah, and Hamilton's having a nice season, Coach. They're 3-2, and like you said, they would love nothing more than to knock off the Vikings at their own place Friday night. So you can catch that at VikeNation.org. We'll bring it to you live. And
I got to tell you, I got to do this. Every halftime, when our band takes the field, I
Okay.
come across the street and I watch the halftime show up at top of the steps
Okay.
because I like to check the parking lot. And then after they get done performing, and we had middle school band night, and that was incredible to see all the students out there, 300 and some kids performing at halftime. That was awesome. But I came into the office. Packer had all locked up. We were finished. We were hosting the water polo tournament Friday. It was all finished, and I sat down for a second and I turned on the broadcast
Yes, sir.
and I waited until the third quarter started. Man, what a great production.
Thanks, Joe.
It was great. If I could have just stayed, I didn't do it, Rob. I could have stayed over here and watched the rest of the game, but I didn't. I went back over to the stadium. But no, I mean, just this, if you can't make it live, watch it on Bike Nation. It's great.
Yeah, thank you. You know, the team, this is the same broadcast team. I think Lee's been doing it maybe 6 years. He
Yeah.
knows the program. It's easy to access. It's good quality. And thank you for saying that. And hopefully
Well,
we'll have space for us at Hamilton and be able to deliver another Viking victory.
when you get a 700 WLW celebrity like Lee,
Yes.
yeah, it's nice to be able to have.
Yes, no question. The golf season, boys and girls, did it complete, or are we in OHSA tournament? Give the fans an update on golf.
Absolutely, yeah. Boys and girls golf, their seasons have concluded. Boys Division I sectionals were last week, and the Vikings participated in sectionals. We did not advance anyone out to the district tournament. The girls, with the 3 girls that we had, we kind of ended the competitiveness of the season with the GMC tournament, and they have a couple of dual matches spread out. The girls do this week, but this Thursday we're going to have senior day out at Tri-County Golf Ranch. We only have 2 seniors, Vera Patel and Scotty, and they're going to recognize them. Both the boys and the girls teams are going to be there, and we're going to say congratulations and thank them for a wonderful career that they've had with us on the boys' side. Have a little fun, play a little golf, and kind of button up the golf season, get ready for the off season. But they're still practicing, which makes it nice. So that's a good thing on that end.
Congratulations to them and good luck there at the golf ranch. Real quick on boys and girls soccer. Let's see, boys travel to West on Tuesday and host East on Thursday. And on the girls' side of the docket, they host West Tuesday and travel to East on Thursday.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, and the boys are 3-4-2 right now, Coach. I mean, we've had 2 ties this season. We tied with Middletown, and then we tied with Oak Hills. Trying to get a little bounce back. Had a tough one against Wyoming. Of course, Wyoming's a very seasoned team.
Yes,
I believe that Lakota West may be playing its best soccer right now. I know they had an unbelievable match last week against Mason. But that's going to be a really strong match. I think Coach Hyatt and his staff and our Vikings, they're going to have to come out and really work on controlling the ball and keeping it on our end of the field, if you will, so that it prevents them from being able to attack. And, there's I guess right now there's nothing wrong with being able to say that. You control the ball, you control the clock, you end in a tie. That's pretty darn good, So we'll take that in as we head into as we head into the sectional draw, which will come up in 2 weeks here too. So, and then Lakota East at home for the boys on Thursday night. Just again, they're playing a really good level of soccer right now as well. But I think our kids they're getting so much better in terms of the passing game, and I think that's really important. I think what Coach Hyatt's done and implementing the style that he has, it's starting to really take hold with him being in his second year right now. And then on the girls' side, man, they're fighting. They played at Goshen on Saturday and just came up short once again in a non-league match. But the girls are starting to believe in what they're doing, and Coach Newmeyer has done a very good job of building in that competitive juice, building in that competitive fire for them. So going to have 2 great matches this week for them. Again, Tuesday night at home with Lakota West, and then they'll travel to East on Thursday. And so going to be interesting to see how they can handle it. Love to see them grab another win in the league, which would really boost them from a confidence level. Because as you know, GMC soccer is deep, and GMC soccer is tough. And what we do here leads us into what's going to happen in the sectional tournament.
Yeah, no question. Best of luck to both boys and girls soccer. Switching over to the hard court with girls tennis, looks like they have senior night tonight, 3:30 at the Princeton courts against West Claremont. Tuesday travel to Lakota West, and then the end of the week, Thursday, Saturday, up in Mason, the GMC Championships.
Yeah, it's going to be fun tonight with West Claremont and celebrating our seniors. Coach Bruning hosted the Coaches Classic on Saturday, and the girls came out there and really scrapped it a little bit and really kept things going. It's fun to watch them play. But right now, where our focus is getting ready for tonight to celebrate the seniors. Let's have some good weather, and then we'll have GMCs this week. So Thursday and Saturday, let's get, it'd be nice to be able to try to see if we can slide a couple of our kids into that Saturday round to kind of make a little bit of wave and see where it goes. But it's amazing to see how fast this season's flying.
Oh, it's crazy, right?
I mean, it's been unbelievable. So hats off to Viking tennis.
Yeah, golf and girls tennis starts early. Let's switch over. Let's go inside. Talk girls volleyball. Let's see. Hosting Trotwood Madison tonight, 6 o'clock at Princeton High School. Then Tuesday traveling to West. Thursday hosting Lakota East. It's junior high volleyball recognition night, and that's 3 tough matches for volleyball this week.
Yeah, we need a really good match. We have been taking teams 5 on the varsity side, and so the record isn't necessarily the end result because the girls are really battling. Fairfield came out and they're pretty good. Fairfield's pretty good for us, but this week with Trotwood, that'll be a really good match to get our kids in the lineups and really hone in on some rotations and see where things are. I know Coach Weller kind of mixes it up a little bit every once in a while, depending on our matchup, but we're going to really hone in on that. And then at Lakota West on Tuesday, that's going to be a really big match. It's their volley for cure night there, so nice. That's a big environment. Then we'll be home with East as we try to get ready to close out get ready for the October stretch and the sectional draw.
Sounds great. And then let's wrap up this week's show, Joe. Talking water polo, and I know you guys had your big Packer Classic this weekend. How did everything go? I know it was a huge event, and
it is. The Packer has been around for quite some time, and we are very fortunate to be able to do what we do in that natatorium and for our water polo team. We are a young team. Our girls were at Milford on Saturday. Our boys obviously hosting here. I watched us have a really solid match and a great win against Thomas Worthington on Saturday. But our parents, and I talked about this in cross country, our parents do such an amazing job of investing in their programs and investing in their kids, whether it's working the score table, helping in the hospitality room, picking up water for the kids, or doing whatever it may be. It's a full sport effort and a full group effort, but we had great officials here. We had great participation here Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and it's always just great to be able to have that event.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you to all those that supported and make it an annual great event for Princeton Vikings. And Joe, well, our what's the word I'm looking for? Our sped up version of our podcast. We got almost everybody in before the bell went. So thank you for your time. Have a great week. Hopefully it'll cool down for us here sometime soon. And we'll touch base next week.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. We'll see you soon, bud.